It had been 2 hours. The classes started this morning, yet the one boy Wine is arranged to sit with hasn't appeared yet. His bag was here, which meant he was present. But why was he bunking classes to begin with? Everybody knew the reason to it. He was probably out there causing trouble again. John Jungkook, the infamous bad boy of their school. Wine, don't tell me he's getting proposed again. Besides the fact he was a troublemaker, he was also the most charming guy in the school, and so he was proposed a lot. And every time, he gave them a cold rejection. Why is he the only one getting by easily after bunking classes, and we have to be punished? Someone complains, nearly as if they were complaining to Wine. Wine, whoa, don't look at me like that. I don't sit with him because I want to. At least, he never really caused you any trouble. Wine exhaled. Wine, it's kind of annoying, yeah. Why does he get to escape every punishment? As soon as she finished the sentence, Jungkook was here. The door pulled open, Jungkook walked in. Without caring about a single thing, he walked up to his desk, slid on the seat beside Wine, and slept. Just like that. And Wine was sure as hell the teacher wouldn't say a thing to him. Why? Ugh, annoying. She huffed and, like any other day, tried to focus on the class when next period started. But she saw his knuckles slightly bruised. Did he get into another fight? And what? Escaped again without any punishment? Why no one ever says anything to him? She was okay with it always, not like she had anything to do with him besides being sitting partner and sometimes helping in studies, there too because the teacher asked. But today, she was kind of annoyed. She wanted to skip the class so bad. She stayed awake last night watching a random drama and now she was super sleepy, but of course, only he gets privileges. She popped open the pen and without thinking twice started to draw on his face. She drew a very cute puppy on his cheek with its tongue out, a scary devil horn on his forehead, and a very ugly pattern near his chin. She huffed with a smirk. Very satisfied, it was nearly as if her annoyed mood was suddenly fixed. When she closed the pen cap, she realized something. There was a kiss mark on his cheek, too. Huh? Did she make it? When? Without realizing, she immediately looked away, her cheeks turning hot. It's not like she liked him or anything. It was a mistake. She immediately turned towards the board and started to take notes, and clearly missed the smirk forming up on Jungkook's sleeping face. He woke up after a while, stretching his arms and sat up. Wine. Woke up exactly at lunchtime. Do you come here to eat? She stood up, putting her books in her bag. Jake, give me today's notes. Wine looked at his face and tried her best not to give any reaction. Now that he was awake, he looked funny, but still handsome. Charming guys had it easy, huh? One, no. Stay awake and make yourself. She stood up, and her friends came over to get her. Each of them stopped when they saw Jungkook's face. Mina nearly laughed but tried to control, and Yellen had her lips parted. Sarah nearly blurted it out. One, okay, let's go, she said out loudly, dragging them out before they yelled it out, and as soon as they were out, they burst out laughing. Yellen, you did that. Jeez, he's going to kill you. Mina, he looked really handsome, she said with dreamy eyes and a hand on her heart. Sarah, what if he really kills you? One, he won't. I'll give him notes then. She winked. The rest of the day, the girls had decided to play spy. They quietly followed him around everywhere he went. He got looks. No one laughed at him, no one dared to, but somehow it was funny enough to watch the troublemaker ending up trouble for once. It seemed fair. Until next day, when it all went down. One, oops, she whispered, heart hammering against her ribs. She was trapped in a storage room in between the wall and a huge match she triggered yesterday. Jungkook leaned down, his shadow swallowing her whole. His smirk was lazy, dangerous, and far too amused for her liking. His breath ghosted over her as he spoke. JK, you think you're funny, princess? Drawing on my face in front of the whole class. Her throat went dry. She refused to give him the satisfaction of seeing her nervous. Wine, well, it made you cuter. That smirk sharpened into something wicked. He let out a soft chuckle, dark and heavy, making her skin prickle. Then, with deliberate slowness, he leaned down just enough to peel his hoodie off. Wine, whoa, what are you doing? He didn't reply. His chef followed next, tucked over his head in one fluid motion until his chest and arms, abs, rough, hot, and terrifyingly beautiful, were exposed. Her eyes widened, her lips parted. Wine, if you're thinking about something weird, I swear, him. She was the one acting off when it took her so much just to move her eyes off his body. JK, I'm just giving you an offer, sweetheart. JK, you're a good artist. I'm giving you a huge canvas to draw all you want. Next time, don't waste your time on my face. He grabbed her wrist, not painfully, but firm enough to make her breath catch. With his other hand, he shoved the marker into her palm. He guided her hand to his chest. Wine's pulse went wild. She wanted to drop the marker, to walk out, to say no, but her body betrayed her. One, you are insane. As if I would ever. JK, yeah? Oh, I wonder what the kiss mark was about. JK, that was me. It was a cat. She cursed at herself. But since it was out of her mouth now, she was not stepping back from it. She said it was a cat, so it was a cat. JK, I see then. He leaned closer, his lips brushing her ear, voice a husky whisper that made her knees weaker. JK, I'll let you make a smaller kiss mark then, kitten. Wine cringed and tried to push him off. Jungkook's smirk with his words had a clear effect on her. Her eyes were clearly red even though her eyes were glaring at him. Wine. So this is what you do when you bunk classes? JK, you're mistaking something here, kitten. You're the one who started it. Wine gripped onto the pen tightly. Wine, don't you dare complain later. She glared. Then she started to draw. Her each move, each stroke, each slide of the marker made his muscles tighten, and Wine, she was dying from the inside. She never ever dreamt of experiencing such thing. When she was done, she pulled back proudly, a huge monster like drawing taking over his whole torso now. But why wasn't he mad? She nearly ruined his beautifully sculpted muscles. Then why was there a smirk on his lips? Ziggy, cute. You can use my body and draw whatever you want it in, unless the day comes when I'll be the one doing that on you. One gasped, hurt her body and stepped away. She even stomped on his foot in the process. One, you pervert. Take it, so if you do it, it's fine, but if I do it, I'm a pervert. He grabbed his shirt and started to wear it. One, you the one who offered. Take it. Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll do it when you'll be offering yourself as well. He winked at her after he worn his hoodie as well. One, not even in your dreams. She yelled a little when he stepped out of the room, a proud smirk on his face before he disappeared from her sight, leaving her heart beating wildly in her chest. He had a drawing on his body she made. It was going to stay there until he removed it. What just happened? How did it happen? She was sure this whole school could hear her heartbeat at this point. One knew one thing. She had just stepped into a game with John Jungkook. A game she wasn't sure she could win.